Last year, a World Health Organization report found that 2.5 million people died from alcohol-related deaths, and 6 million people died from smoking-related deaths. Yet us students, as part of the most educated generation ever, smoke and drink the most. This week, I'm going to interview students and student support alike to try and get to the bottom of this subject and find out what surrounds this culture of constant intoxication. Bottoms up. When did you start smoking and why?
Started smoking at about 14, not nearly to the extent I do now. It's more just like trying it, you grow up, you try new things sort of. I had some friends that were like smoking at school, so I used to just get fags off them. And I sort of, it picked up as more of a habit around 15, 16. Probably say like end of that sort of summer periods, out a lot with mates. It's just like, it was more social back then, and then over the years it's just become a bit more of
a habit.
A habit, yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like when you're younger, some people see it as like not a power move, but they think it gives them some sort of status as they do what they want more than anything. I don't think it's necessarily admired, but it's definitely noted.
Yeah. When did you start buying your own cigarettes?
About 16, 17, there was a couple of lads that used to sell them. They used to go like abroad.
Yeah.
And then obviously buy some at duty free and then come back and sell them like sixth form, whatever. Yeah, I think there'll come a point in my life and say like the next 10 years where I realise that while I'm here, there's no real negative implications to anyone around me.
Exactly.
No one really minds at university with like my peers and that. Whereas if I was to ever like start a family or something, I wouldn't want my kids growing up around a smoker, getting used to the smell of it, things like that.
Yeah.
So I know that would probably have an impact on them.
I probably started drinking properly when I was like 16. However, I probably had the odd sneaky half pint when I was 15. Sip of wine at the table maybe. But probably 16 was when I properly started drinking.
So would you say you drank more once you came to university? Would you say it really amped up?
Maybe a little bit. I'm quite a sort of casual drinker anyway. Like I'll drink with dinner, like a few dinners a week. I do drink probably more often being at uni. I don't go out as much, I don't think, because I'm poor, so I can't really afford to go out. So that's probably why I drink in more or go to the student union where it's a bit cheaper.
The reason we drink, despite knowing about the adverse, negative medical effects of drinking, do you think we do it because there's a culture, the student culture surrounding it, and we just choose to ignore it?
I think people are a bit more like influenced to drink because they are students, because when you're a student, you're at uni, you're supposed to be apparently getting drunk every night. Like that's how I've always looked at it. But for me personally, I don't do that. I think people are pressured more to drink being at uni. But I live with a lot of girls in my house, and not many of them drink, but that's their own decision, and none of them have ever pushed themselves to drink or anything because I do or anything like that. Like they just enjoy their life. So I don't know. I don't think there's a massive pressure to drink alcohol at uni. I really think it depends on your personality as well.
So as I was doing some of my interviews with students recently, I've picked up a suggestion or an implication that there are really positive effects to the smoking or the drinking, right? Especially smoking. Do you think that's true nowadays?
The drinking element I can see because that's more of a social thing, and I can see the social benefits of that. But the smoking, I really struggle to understand. Because now there is clear kind of health warnings on cigarette packets which saying this thing will kill you, and people still go in and smoke. If I was to say to you, okay, if you get in that car and you drive it, you're going to die, would you get in the car?
No,
you wouldn't. So it's interesting to think what drives people to continue. And I guess addiction is a big thing, really.
Over the past week, I've come across a lot of different opinions from the interviews I've went through. Some people smoke just because it used to help them make friends, but now they're addicted. Some people drink because it helps them calm down and makes them feel good. Student support did both, but now they accept that it's bad for them and they stopped, no matter how hard the struggle. And from the students, I've heard that they will stop eventually, but they just don't want to now. And it's quite hard to draw a conclusion from all that, but I think I might have figured it out. I think the reason why student culture is so based around this idea of a night out and the intoxication that comes with it is perhaps, just maybe, because it's quite cool.